Two things seem ever present in Afghanistan these days: the reality of war and the hope for peace.
Even in the neighborhood we live in, they are shooting 24/7. Children in the cradle are used to the sounds of bullets and rockets. A government outpost is shooting day and night from the back of the house.
The Taliban has been trying to capture 3 provinces next to Kabul. People believe it's to force more concessions in a potential peace deal.
Over a couple hundred civilians were either killed or wounded last week, including children, imams, and Islamic scholars. Everything is quite clear. Even the blind person knows when the food is salty.
80-year-old bird seller Mohammed Khitab worries about the Taliban, but also rival warlords who fueled the country's civil war in the early 1990s.
If the US does pull out, you'll witness street fighting. Everything will be spoiled.
The US is leaving. September is the deadline, though the Pentagon says it could happen by late July. At least 100,000 Afghan civilians have been killed or injured over the past 2 decades, while the US has lost 2,000 lives and spent $1 trillion pursuing the war. Author and poet Esmed Kane says what is left is a government mired by allegations of corruption and an even more unpopular Taliban.
In areas under Taliban control, employment doesn't exist. Neither work nor public services, and not even Islam, at least the Islam that we have a definition of. The Taliban are involved in the crimes that took place during the past 20 years of war and face the hatred of the people.
Can the Afghan government and the Taliban make a peace agreement?
Even if the Taliban makes an agreement with the government in Kabul, it won't have the support of the people.
People, including many women, who were oppressed under the Taliban and are still struggling to realize their dreams amid the ongoing uncertainty.
The insecurity being the prime factor, pushing any women and all women who dare to come out to do something different. With the uncertainty in the horizon, there's a lot of fear that has been recreated.
All that's clear is that Afghanistan stands at yet another crossroad, as the US turns its back on what proved to be an unwinnable war. Jack Barton, CGTN, Kabul.